Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is Hamza Noor, and in this particular video we have a question from the topic trigonometry A2 P3 A level maths 9709 pure maths 3, and the question is from the attempt June 2014 paper 3 variant 2. Question number is 3. The question is saying that solve the equation cos x plus 30 is equals to 2 cos x, giving all the solutions in the interval minus 180 till 180 exclusive. Okay, so minus 180 and 180 both are excluded from the range. So first of all, what we are going to do is use the trigonometric expansion formula cos a plus b. Since we know the fact that cos a plus b, the expansion is that cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. I mean, these all for these identities formulas are given in your formula sheet, but it's always recommended to learn them by heart and do significant amount of practice that you don't need to see the formula sheet. All right. So expand this. Cos x plus 30 means cos x cos 30 minus sin x sin 30. This is equals to 2 times cos x. So what's the value of cos 30? Cos 30 is under root 3 over 2. So under root 3 over 2 times cos x minus the value of sin 30 is half. So minus half times sin x. And this is equals to 2 times cos x. So, I mean, just separate out the values of cos x on one side and sin x of one side. The values which are related to cos x on the one side of the equation and the values which are related to sin x on the other side of the equation. So under root 3 over 2 times cos x minus 2 times cos x is equals to half sin x. Okay. So what we can do is simplify the left hand side of the equation. So under root 3 over 2 minus 2, this is under root 3 minus 4 completely divided by 2. Under root 3 minus 4 completely divided by 2. This is multiplied by cos x. Basically, under root 3 minus 4 completely divided by 2 is the coefficient of cos x. And here we have half sin x on the other side. So we can say that this 2 and this 2 is basically cancelled out. Therefore, what we can do over here is make sin x over cos x a subject. Why we are doing so? Because sin x over cos x can be expressed as 10x. This identity, this basic identity you are studying since P1. So just make sin x over cos x a subject. Okay. So if you make sin x over cos x a subject, you will definitely get 10x. So what is a term which is basically multiplied with sin x over here? Okay. Since this 2 and 2 are already cancelled out, what I can say is that sin x is being multiplied by 1. Okay. So I will write a fraction over here in which the denominator will be 1. And which term is being multiplied by cos x under root 3 minus 4. So in this fraction, I will write under root 3 minus 4 in the numerator. Now, if you do cross multiplication, you will get the same result. Okay. So now what you need to do is just check out if this value turns out to be positive or negative. So definitely this is negative. I mean, whatever the fraction is coming in the search form, you have to just write it down in your calculator and just check if the value is coming positive or negative. This is a very important step. So under root 3 minus 4 is definitely negative, but what is the exact value? I mean, what is the value in the decimals? Minus 2.268. Basically, sin x over cos x, which can be expressed as 10x. So 10x is equals to minus 2.268. Okay. Now we need to find the basic angle, and whenever you are finding the basic angle, you always ignore the negative sign, and the basic angle alpha will be tan inverse 2.268. And since we are considering the negative value of 10x, so we will use the respective quadrants where the value of 10x is supposed to be negative. Okay, the complete procedure to solve any trigonometric equation. So the basic angle alpha is equals to tan inverse 2.268. So the basic angle alpha is equals to tan inverse 2.268. This is how much? 66.21, correct to two decimal places. Always write the value of alpha correct to two decimal places. Alpha is equal to 66.21. Okay. Now, since we are considering the negative value of 10x, and since we know the fact that 10x is positive in the first quadrant and the third quadrant, so 10x is negative in the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So in the second quadrant and fourth quadrant, we are going to make slant lines. And the basic angle always lies between the slant line and the horizontal axis. So 66.21 is somewhere over here, and 66.21 is over here. All right. But the range is minus 180. I mean, the set of values of x, the interval in which you need to find out the solutions is from minus 180 till 180. Okay. So first of all, we are going to go in a clockwise direction because the specified interval also includes the negative values of x. Okay. So in this case, our first answer will be minus 66.21, and the final answer in degrees is supposed to be written correct to one decimal places. Okay, so one answer is x is equals to minus 66.2. Okay, and the other answer will be 180 minus 66.21. So this is 180 minus 66.21. This is 113.79. And your final answers will be written correct to one decimal place. So therefore, x is equals to minus 66.2, comma 113.8. These are your two acceptable answers in this case. All right, then we have question number 17 from the handout, which is June 2015, paper 3, variant 2, question number 4. The question is saying that express 3 sine theta plus 2 cos theta in the form r sine theta plus alpha, where r is greater than 0 and alpha is between 0 and 90, stating the exact value of r and giving the value of alpha correct to two decimal places. So this is basically a harmonic form. We are going to express this in this harmonic identity. So r square is equals to a square plus b square. So r square is equals to 3 square plus 2 square. R is equals to under root of 3 square plus 2 square. R is equals to under root of 9 plus 4. R is equals to under root of 13. This is the exact value of R, and alpha is equals to tan inverse b over a. So alpha is equals to tan inverse 2 over 3. So alpha is tan inverse 2 over 3. This is 33.69 degrees. After finding the value of r and alpha, just don't forget to express this in the form of r sine theta plus alpha. So under root 13 times sine theta plus 33.69. This is your final answer, and this complete working is for 3 marks. Now let's move on to part 2. Part 2 is saying that hence solve the equation 3 sine theta plus 2 cos theta is equals to 1. And the interval is 0 till 180 exclusive. 0 and 180 both are excluded from the interval. And in this, I mean, in place of this harmonic form, 3 sine theta plus 2 cos theta, we can write under root 13 times sine theta plus 33.69. Okay. So, I mean, if I want to solve this equation, this means that I want to solve this equation that under root 13 sine theta plus 33.69 is equals to 1. So now let's make the question easier for ourselves. Let's take a substitution. Let's say y is equals to theta plus 33.69. Okay, so now the question is something like this: under root 13 sine y is equals to 1. So sine y is equals to 1 over under root 13. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve this equation. I will find out the solutions of y, whatever the solutions are coming in the interval of y. Now since we know the fact that the question specifies that the interval for theta is 0 till 180 degrees, right? So we need to adjust this interval according to y, because first of all, we are trying to find out the solutions of y. Once you are able to find the solutions of y, then you can easily find out the values of theta. And actually your actual requirement is basically to find the values of theta and not the values of y. But this step is just introduced in order to make the question easier for you to comprehend. So the specified interval which is required, theta is greater than 0 and less than 180 degrees. What we need is, we need the interval for y, and y is basically theta plus 33.69. So I'm going to add 33.69 on both sides. So the specified interval for y is 33.69 till 180 plus 33.69, 213.69. Now what we are going to do is just solve the equation and find out the solution for y in this interval, that y is greater than 33.69, less than 213.69. So basic angle alpha. Okay, so alpha is since already occupied over here. So I'm going to use another term, let's say beta, so that you should not confuse this alpha with this alpha. These are two separate things over here. So I'm saying that my basic angle is beta. I'll just mention that this beta is my basic angle. So basic angle is equals to sine inverse 1 over under root of 13. Sine inverse 1 over under root of 13. Let's see how much is this. Sine inverse 1 over under root 13. This is 16.10 correct to 2 decimal places. Always write the basic angle correct to 2 decimal places. Okay. So this basic angle beta is 16.10 degrees. And the range of y is 33.69 till 213.69. Now since we are considering the positive value of sine y, right? So sine is positive in the first quadrant and the second quadrant. So in the first and the second quadrants respectively, we are going to make slant lines, and the basic angle always lies between the slant line and the horizontal axis. So 16.10 over here and 16.10 over here. All right. So one solution could be 16.10, but wait, the range of y starts from 33.69. So 16.10 y is equals to 16.10 will be ignored because it is out of the range, because the range of y actually starts from 33.69. Yes, the second one makes sense. Y is equals to 180 minus 16.10. How much is this? This is 163.9. So y is equals to 163.9. Yes, this will be accepted. It is coming in this range. And then after this second one, we are going to complete this one cycle, and we will going to find out the third solution. We are going to find out the third solution. The first solution was ignored because it was outside the interval. Okay, so what is this value when you have completed one cycle and you are coming back to the slant line? So 360 degrees plus 16.10. 360 plus 16.10. This is 376.1. So this 376.1 value is also out of the range. Okay, I mean, the only answer acceptable for y is in this case 163.9, nothing else. Okay, so these are the values of y. Okay, so theta plus 33.69 is having just one value acceptable, which is 163.9, and the value of theta would be just subtract 33.69 from it. So 163.9 minus 33.69, the value of theta correct to one decimal place is 130.2, and this is your only acceptable answer. Okay, the other ones will be ignored.